Quant. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping news this evening, the Chinese government extending a helping hand to support the ongoing construction of a hurricane shelter and community center on Abaco, donating a total of $70,000 to the Disaster Reconstruction Authority. Ambassador Dai-King Lee made the contribution after a comprehensive tour of the shelter project and storm-affected areas. Led by the Honorable Miles Larota, who oversees the DRA alongside Board Chairman Alex Storr. Ramiko Knowles reports.
It was a generous donation presented by the Chinese ambassador to the Bahamas, Her Excellency Dai-King Lee, who expressed the Chinese government's deep sympathy for the hardships faced by the people of Abaco following the devastation caused by Hurricane Dorian. Reflecting on the island's condition years after the catastrophic hurricane, Ambassador Dai says it was good to be on the ground and to see Abaco as it is.
So we fully sympathize with the sufferings and difficulties faced by the Abaconian people. But I'm also really pleased with what I saw as the important progress that is being made in the reconstruction after Hurricane Dorian.
The minister responsible for the DRA, the Honorable Miles Larota, expressing the government's profound gratitude to the Chinese government for their continued support. Minister Larota emphasizing that China has demonstrated benevolence in the past and continues to do so, and the donation is another contribution towards deferring the cost of the shelter community center in Abaco.
We still have in our minds the images of the ravage caused by Hurricane Dorian. And there are some in this community and parts of Grand Bahama who still bear the scars. And so as we move forward, and we thank the people of China for their generosity, I'd just like to continue to impress on Abaconians and Bahamians at large to continue that resilience.
The Abaco Hurricane Shelter and Community Building Project, spearheaded by the DRA, is on track for completion by the end of 2024. Ambassador Dai commended the Bahamian government and Minister Miles Larota for their dedicated efforts in aiding the local community.
Because wherever you go, you see, communities coming back, you see people coming back to Abaco, and you see lots of, new rooftops, new buildings, and people, trying very hard to repair their homes and to bring back their normal life.
This substantial contribution from the Chinese government stands as a testament to the international collaboration and support for the ongoing reconstruction efforts on Abaco after the catastrophic impact of Hurricane Dorian. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Ramiko Knowles.
Well, a 65-year-old woman is missing. In a distressing plea, the family of Frederica Bethel, who has been reported missing since December 9th, is imploring the Grand Bahama community for immediate support in locating their loved one. Expressing urgency, the family emphasizes the dire need for assistance in finding her. Jolanda Thompson-Everest reports.
Yvonne Mott Jerome says she received a frightening call that her sister Frederica Bethel is missing. The worried sister, currently residing in Florida, was overwhelmed with calls and text messages about Bethel's whereabouts. And as she tried to figure out what was going on in Grand Bahama, she reached out to her daughter for answers.
On Friday, she saw her at the bus stop, but she was going somewhere right then, so she didn't have a chance. She just flew to her, and she continued to go where she had to go. Then she went to work. On Saturday, she passed where she usually be sitting, but she wasn't there.
Despite fervent efforts, attempts to locate their missing loved one have proven unsuccessful. Yvonne Jerome, the younger sister, sought help from other relatives who also confirmed not having seen Bethel since December 9th.
I spoke with a friend of mine because when he heard about it, because he saw the flyer on somebody else's own, and he said, he was going to a funeral on Saturday, and as he was going, he saw her. But when he saw her, she was on Explorer's Way walking, and he asked her, he said, "Where you going?" So she said, "I'm not going far."
The younger sister says that she is hoping and praying that her sister is found, as she is in the early stages of dementia, and due to the condition, Bethel may be confused and afraid of her own surroundings.
And for her not knowing where she is or anything like that, I say, Lord, I say it's cold, it's raining. I don't know if she's warm or anything like that, because I'm getting word from home that it's raining over there.
When questioned about the assistance from the police force, the younger sister stated that the family sought help and the authorities assured them of their ongoing efforts. Despite this, they visited the Rand Memorial Hospital without finding any leads. Expressing gratitude for the police investigation, she says that the family has taken the matter into their own hands.
My brother, he's planning on coming from Bimini tomorrow. And my sister, she's trying to see if she can get on the flight from Exuma. She's a prosecuting officer. So I think she will be going to the police station herself too.
Jerome voices concerns citing past cases of missing individuals in Grand Bahama with unfavorable outcomes, expressing fears of a similar fate for his sister. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson Everest.
Now, the family of Frederica Bethel is calling for the public to come together with them and meet at the post office this coming Saturday, December 16th at 9 a.m. In other news, officers from the Fraud Department are urging both the public and the business community to exercise heightened vigilance during this holiday season. This cautionary call comes in light of an observed increase in reported fraud-related matters to the police this year. Ramiko Knowles has the details in this report.
Particularly credit card, debit card, and check fraud.
In August this year, the police reported revenue losses surpassing $100,000 due to credit card fraud incidents involving business establishments on Grand Bahama. Despite the passage of several months, officials continue to observe a concerning increase in fraudulent activities.
When you use your debit or credit card, try to safeguard your information as much as possible, as we've seen that in recent times, individuals tend to take photographs of your credit card or debit card and then use your information online to make purchases.
In many instances, credit or debit card holders use their cards for various purchases, both over the counter and through other means. Russell states that this is where the crime is primarily occurring.
Persons tend not to want to place online order themselves, so they share their card information with other individuals to do it for them. Be careful doing that, because we have seen as well that persons use your information at a later date to benefit themselves.
In light of the surge in check fraud incidents, authorities have reported witnessing fraudulent checks being written for substantial sums reaching into the thousands.
Anywhere from $1,500 into the thousands. We've seen $9,000 checks. Most banks have now increased their features at the ABM machines, where you can actually deposit checks into the machine. So we've seen where these checks are being deposited by ATM on various accounts and then subsequently withdrawn, and the banks are later notified that the checks are fraudulent.
Encouragingly, all those cases reported to the department have been resolved.
Persons were arrested and charged as it relates to all of our check fraud matters.
At this time, during the Christmas holiday, we want to sensitize the public to be aware that when they use their credit card, their debit card, and when they write checks, to safeguard their personal information.
Continuing with news from police, officers arrested an individual in connection with drug possession in the Garden Villas neighborhood. Reports indicate that during mobile patrols on Waddell Avenue, officers observed a male behaving in a suspicious manner. As a result, they searched him and discovered a quantity of suspected marijuana, resulting in the arrest of a 48-year-old man. The estimated weight and street value of the suspected drugs are currently unknown. However, investigations continue into this matter. Well, inclement weather is having an impact on travel. Margaritaville at Sea and Bularia Fast Ferry has canceled their sailings due to deteriorating weather conditions. President of JAGS International, Senator James Turner, confirming Margaritaville's cancellation as a result of adverse weather conditions impacting Port of Palm Beach. Margaritaville promptly informing their guests via email about the conditions at the port, resulting in the cancellation of sailings scheduled between December 15th and December 17th.
We got our first notification from the Margaritaville ship. West Palm Beach's port is closed because of the inclement weather, so the vessel is now in Freeport at the Freeport Harbor. We're watching the weather with the anticipation that they will sail out tomorrow and head back on into West Palm Beach.
Senator Turner indicating that Bellaria Fast Ferry has also canceled its services this weekend due to inclement weather conditions.
We also have a cancellation from Bellaria because of the inclement weather. They have also canceled this Saturday. So we're watching the weather, and if something changes, obviously both have the ability to react to the new changes. But as of now, Saturday has certainly been affected because of the inclement weather in and around Grand Bahama, West Palm Beach, and Fort Lauderdale.
Switching gears now, the anticipation mounts for the upcoming 2024 New Year's Day Junkanoo Parade as excitement builds. Both the Grand Bahama Junkanoo Corporation and the parade management team are collaborating to heighten the buzz and assure residents of a spectacular show. Shane Stubbs has the details in this report.
Junkanoo Corporation will be fully responsible for the organization of the parade. The team is hard at work at making sure this parade is the best in recent memory. As president of the GBJC, Andrew Bean.
As a team, we are excited about this partnership with the ultimate goal, which is to ensure a safe and successful parade.
Chairman of the parade management team, Sean Bowe, is thankful to the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Bowleg, and the numerous stakeholders ensuring the proper elements are in place. Officer in charge for the Northern Bahamas, Norris Bain, commends the team for the job they've done so far.
It's going to be a cultural explosion. It's going to be Junkanoo in the Pine Yard. It's going to be called Junkanoo Pine Yard Rush. And so we want everybody to go there and get your ticket.
They had several firsts this year. They had the first time I've been in Grand Bahama and been to a drawing downtown. What an event. Thank God for that. We see some of the corporate Bahamas jumping on board and trying to make sure that Junkanoo is something that can be the envy, not just of New Providence, but could be the envy of the entire Bahamas.
Time will be of the essence, according to parade management co-chairman Allison Smith.
6 o'clock is the start time, am I correct?
6 o'clock is the start.
And 6 o'clock we will start. The groups are all on board. They're going to be lined up. Every group will be on the route prior to 6 o'clock.
And of course, the trash talk has begun.
We want to be the first on the parade to make sure that first place is secured by the Superstar Rockers.
We're going to start the show with the Superstar Rockers and the classic dancers with the pre-show, right? The main event is going to take place at 3rd with the Platinum Nights, so we want you to be seated properly.
Platinum Nights is trying to erase history, but the classic dancers is coming to stop them.
It took 30 years for the Grand Bahama community to realize that the Bushwhackers is the people's group.
We've heard a lot of trash talking from the various groups, but everyone knows in any playground, a playground is not a playground without a swing.
The show 2024 Junkanoo Parade does not start until showtime gets on the road.
New generations bringing something new to you.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shane Stubbs.
A singing sensation takes over the airwaves with her new Christmas single. Stay tuned for that story, sports, and more as the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition resumes after this break.
The sale that can't be missed. Dolly Madison's 3-day-long Christmas Blitz. December 14th, 15th, and 16th. Get 25% off store-wide. And the 25th customer every hour of the sale will get an additional 5% off for a total discount of 30% off. That could be you. Spruce up, decorate, and revitalize your space through the sale that can't be missed. Dolly Madison Home Center's 3-day Christmas Blitz with free treats for your kids.
Do you crave excitement, fun, top shelf drink, and giveaways? Then the party of the year will happen at the Prop Club. Join us for a New Year's Eve celebration with live entertainment, live band, and party favors. For more information, call 373-1333. Bring in the New Year's at the Pub Club.
Don't miss the free holiday limited edition bangle going on now at Pandora, Port Lacaya. Their gift to you while supplies last. Happy holidays from Pandora, Port Lacaya.
The Freeport Players Guild proudly presents Caribbean Christmas, a joyous, exuberant interpretation of the nativity story in song and dance. Regency Theater, December 14th, 15th, 16th. Showtime is 8 p.m. December 17th, matinee is at 4 p.m. Tickets priced at $30. The Freetown Heritage Festival Committee presents Bonfire Fridays from 5 until 10 p.m. at the Heritage Site in Freetown. Enjoy delicious food, exciting entertainment, fun for the entire family. Friday nights just got better in Freetown. List your home in Grand Bahama with H.G. Christie. Visit their new office in the Port Lacaya Marketplace. H.G. Christie, celebrating over 100 years of service.
Santa's at Bellevue Gifts checking his list and filling his sleigh with all the name brand toys, trikes and bikes, Christmas decorations, children and adult reading books, and more. So catch him before he pulls out and disappears from Bellevue. Merry Christmas from Bellevue Gifts.
'Tis the season, so let's go shopping at Rachel's Britannia Mall. Shop a vast array of products at Brand Smart Bahamas, household items, televisions, office equipment, electronics, gadgets, and more. Stop in at Snackables, your wholesale and retail variety store. Shop household, cleaning supplies, snacks, groceries, school supplies, beverages, and lots more. They have it all at Snackables. Get a new look at Hair to Nail You Studio Hair and Nail Salon. For all your diva needs, shop clothing and accessories at Mo Divas. PNP Security Firm. Dress to impress and heaven sent. Skyline Express Shipping Company. Cut Up Youth Barbershop. Give the perfect gift a distinctive gift. Shop wine and spirits at More to Go Liquor Store. Marie Clarice Shoes and Accessories. Shop groceries and households at Variety World. It's all here at the Britannia Mall, Freeport.
From Do It Center. Get that special someone the perfect gift this holiday season. Whether it's the drill that dad always wanted or everything lawn and garden for mom. Do It Center has it all. Plumbing, electrical housewares, and so much more. And you don't even have to go to the North Pole. Your one-stop shop this holiday season. Do It Center, when you need to do it right.
Is the best IPTV service? DTV? Okay, I like this price. Free trial, visit their website, Facebook page, or what's up?
Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Bringing a touch of holiday magic, Angel M, a radio announcer at ZNS's Power 104.5 FM radio station, released a festive song aimed at uplifting spirits this holiday season. Jay Philippe has all the details in this report.
Angel Russell, better known as Angel M on the radio, released her new single called Christmas Party right in time for the holidays.
To release a Christmas song, because we don't really have a lot of those in our Bahamian music, and I wanted it to be something authentically Bahamian. So when you listen to the lyrics, the chorus says, and you hear those goatskin drums licking off the parade, it's Christmas, you know, when you're with the ones you love. So it's not just about gifts and all of the superficial things that we look forward to during Christmas.
The 104.5 FM radio personality and Bahamian artist shares her inspiration behind her new song.
It's really about coming together, you know, really remembering what the true meaning of Christmas is about.
Angel M considers herself to be a songbird in her own rights.
Performing Rake and Scrape for a very long time, performed with a lot of my favorite artists, people such as KB, Nishi LS, and I've recently decided to just start making authentic Bahamian music.
The 26-year-old new single that can be accessed on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube has been something she's been working towards since earlier this year.
I've actually been writing this song from about April, and I redid the lyrics a lot. I actually didn't finish writing the lyrics up until I finished recording the song in the studio.
And even after the holidays are done, Angel is hoping that her new single resonates in the hearts of Bahamians around each holiday season.
To be played every Christmas, and not just for myself, but again for what the song stands for. It's about coming together with your family, loving one another, really teaching the youth how to love one another during Christmas times.
Again, her new Christmas song is streaming now on a number of major platforms along with her other hits. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jay Philippe.
Congratulations, Angel. Spreading holiday cheer, the Key Club of Bishop Michael Eldon is doing that by bringing joy to some 150 students at Freeport Primary School. President Cordell Ramsey says the aim was to put smiles on the children's faces just before the holidays. The kids were also read a special Christmas story depicting the real reason for the season.
We felt the need to just bring a smile on people's faces, you know? And like the Bible says, we are blessed to be a blessing to others. So that's really the main focus of why we did it and what brought us here today. As president, this is an initiative that I held dear to my heart. And to see it actually being fulfilled and to see the children's laughter and smiles and them saying thank you, it really made my heart feel full.
The Kiwanis Club of Freeport played a major role in helping with the gifts. SOP Chairman Dion Jones says the club was happy to lend assistance and was even happier to see the kids leave with joy filled with their hearts.
We wanted to ensure that we got quality gifts for the kids, so we made sure we got like Barbie dolls for the girls. We got things that they like slime, the toy cars. We were so excited to see the impact that we made today, the smile on the kids' faces. They didn't even wait to open their gifts. They were so excited and happy with what they received. I must say our Key Clubbers make this so easy because of their passion for service. When we sit in meetings, they're so excited to come up with initiatives in the community and also for our kids.
Great initiative. Your Friday evening check on sports is next with Shane Stubbs.
Good evening and happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Shane Stubbs and welcome to Sports. We've got some brief yet exciting updates for you this evening, so let's dive right in. A number of kids are staying active as the Anthony Seymour Baseball and Softball Clinic is officially underway.
Honestly, man, I'm just actually trying to go to every island and just see the talent, what's there, you know, and just try to keep baseball alive, you know. Coming here to Grand Bahama, I haven't been here since Baseball Nationals, which I played in about maybe 10 years ago. And I was telling Tanaj, you know, like I would love to keep coming back, man, and just giving these kids everything I got, the knowledge, you know, the understanding, you know, just because they deserve it.
Despite the gloomy weather, minor leaguer Tanaj Thomas said kids showed great dedication to staying busy during their Christmas break.
I like to see it, man. I like to see the love of the game. I seen kids come out here yesterday. We was practicing in the rain. I know a lot of parents didn't want to bring kids out there because it was raining, but shout out to the parents. They brought their kids out there. So, I mean, it's dedication, it's love. You can see it's love for the game, and a lot of kids want to play.
The camp concludes tomorrow afternoon, December 16th at the YMCA. Next in sports, Rising Stars Softball and Baseball will host its second annual Pioneers Awards and Banquet Ceremony, where a number of contributors to the sport will be honored for their hard work and dedication to elevating the sport over the years.
We have a total of 20 persons that we will be honoring on that date. Persons that would have played, officials, administrators. We're overly excited, and we saw it only fitting that we give these persons their just due and recognition because of the love for the sport and the time and energy, and in some cases, financial support that they would have given.
The event takes place January 26th at Blair House. And lastly in sports, Trevano Buddy Hield and the Indiana Pacers are back in action tonight. They'll be taking on the Washington Wizards as they look to get back in the win column after suffering a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks a few nights ago. And that'll do it on this Happy Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Shane Stubbs. Be safe, be great, and have a blessed weekend.
Santa's at Bellevue Gifts checking his list and filling his sleigh with all the name brand toys, trikes and bikes, Christmas decorations, children and adult reading books, and more. So catch him before he pulls out and disappears from Bellevue. Merry Christmas from Bellevue Gifts.
Somebody call the Brinks truck. Christmas in Freeport presents the Black Bottle Christmas Concert featuring the Boss, Rick Ross, live in concert.
The biggest concert of the year. You know the biggest boss gonna run out there, boy.
On Saturday, December 23rd at Bay Park, Freeport, Bahamas, with DJs like Tico T, Overdose, 1K Gaza, DJ Cannon, Just Ride, King Diano, Little Giant, DJ Slanks, DJ Future, Matt Bull, and more. It's Christmas in Freeport. The Black Bottle Christmas, BBC, Part 5, with Rick Ross, the Boss, performing live. Saturday, December 23rd, 2023, at Bay Park, Freeport, Bahamas. Doors open at 9 p.m. until. Security is strictly enforced. For more info, call 602-7751 or 727-3226. The Black Bottle Christmas Concert.
The biggest boss in the biz, Ricky Rose, come performing live.
For sponsorship and Skybox info, call 602-7751.
It's the season of travel, and Western Air has got you covered. Enjoy daily jet flights from Nassau to Fort Lauderdale and additional flight times to some of your favorite island destinations. Got bags? We've got you. Your first check bag is free. Personal bag and carry-on included. Enjoy flexible ticket options with no change fees, cancellation fees, or penalties. Travel on your own time. Don't delay. Book now at WesternAirBahamas.com.
This Christmas is on BTC. Sign up for one of our $64.99 or higher postpaid plans or one of our broadband bundles.
Drive into 2024 with a brand new Kia Sonet. Pay your bill in full and you can be a winner with our Christmas grab bag.
Activate a $15 prepaid combo and get your chance to win Visa gift cards, travel and gas vouchers, and so much more.
Terms and conditions apply.
Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, in association with the National Junkanoo Committee and the Grand Bahama Junkanoo Corporation, invites all Junkanooers and lovers of our culture to join us this New Year's Day for the 2024 Junkanoo Parade. Parade starts from 6 p.m. sharp. Tickets are available at Independent Solutions and Frank's Ice Cream downtown. Get your tickets today. Remember to follow on social media at GB Junkanoo on Facebook and TikTok.
Welcome to the beautiful Raven Mall, the Freeport Mall that has it all. Centrally located within the heart of Grand Bahama, offering you and your family a unique and memorable experience. Shop over 80 stores and restaurants, all under one roof. Stay heart healthy and in shape at two of the largest fitness centers in Freeport. Dine at one of our scrumptious restaurants. Enjoy Bahamian delicacies, Mexican tacos, vegan options, healthy snacks, sandwiches, subs, smoothies, lattes, wine and spirits, and more. Shop at one of our stylish stores. Clothing boutiques for the entire family. From newborn to jewelry, footwear, electronics, pets, gift ideas, home decor, flowers, health, and beauty. Unwind at one of our trendy hair and nail salons, or just stop in and enjoy our beautiful and comfortable atmosphere. So come on in and enjoy fantastic savings with the stores at the Raven Mall. Dine, shop, and unwind. Located West Atlantic Drive, Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Yes, Grand Bahama, we're on our way with the riveting stage play Daisy Hits the Jackpot by Dynamite Productions. On December 29th, we'll be there in Freeport at Calvary Temple Church. General admission is $35. VIP is $50. Tickets are available at Frank's Ice Cream Parlor and the 17 Shop in Grand Bahama. Miss Daisy, them a coming. One night, December 29th, 8 p.m., Calvary Temple.
Western Air will get you there.
says you are our Facebook friend of the day. A very special happy birthday going out to you from your Northern Service family. Thank you for your support always. And that's going to do it tonight for us here on the North. On behalf of the entire ZNS News team, I'm Azure Quant. Be sure to stay tuned as the Bahamas Tonight continues.
Coming up in the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, living up to pledges. Shantytown demolition notice, at-risk youth targeted, and in sports, Aiden's return. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now.
ZNS News is brought to you by BTC. Win over $100,000 in prizes when you sign up, top up, pay up, or watch and win with BTC. This Christmas is on us.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Akush Lopinder, and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Thanks for tuning in. Atypical weather patterns still cause for serious concern, and that despite the Atlantic hurricane season behind us. Today's gale force winds, heavy rains, life-threatening rip currents, an ever-present reminder that the Bahamas remains under the threat of sea levels rising. If you're looking for comfort, though, that may very well come in the form of the fact that the Bahamas' firm stance on pulling in financing through the Loss and Damage Fund has paid off. The recent COP28 opened with a stream of pledges totaling $726 million, with a commitment for additional money to be identified.
The COP president also tracked a record number of pledges for climate-related actions amounting to $83 billion. The Bahamas has gained another major win by securing the seat on the Loss and Damage Fund Board. This would help to structure and manage these funds for 2024. The Prime Minister, having acknowledged the pledges, called for the writing and the depositing of the check. You did pledge $100 billion last time. We still didn't get the check. You making another pledge? We want to see the check. And now that we will be sitting on the board, we want to see that check ASAP.
Special Advisor on Climate Change and Environmental Matters, Dr. Rochelle Newbold, goes on to stress that island states like the Bahamas don't have the luxury or time or resources, begging the need to prepare the next generation to provide solutions to these problems.
As we prepare to build capacity from a national perspective, our youth advancement platform needs to be increased. During COP, we were able to reach an agreement with Climate Youth Negotiators Program and the Climate Change and Advisory Unit within the Office of the Prime Minister for the development of a program between our two entities for an annual formal training of Bahamian youth in the climate negotiating space. The Climate Youth Negotiators Program is just the type of partnership which the government is looking for to enhance youth empowerment and to create a platform whereby they can be trained on the present global issues. We have secured 10 spots for the Bahamas. This program generally only allows 2 per country. And I think that was a testimony of our determination to make sure that we are opening the door and making a clear path for the youth to take their rightful place.
Well, meantime, continuing unsettled weather, especially across the northwest Bahamas, affecting travel on the high seas and here on land. This is how rough the seas were today, with high waves washing ashore on the northern coastline of New Providence. What you're seeing is footage along Travelers West Bay Street. And this is the case not just here in New Providence, but the Family Islands. Wicked weather forcing the closure of the glass window bridge between Gregory Town and Lower Bogaluthra as the waves off the Atlantic Ocean were so high and rough that no crossings, vehicular traffic or pedestrians were allowed. And from all reports, this adverse weather is expected to continue throughout the weekend. Now, while we're on weather, who best to fill us in but Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Basil, what can you tell us?
Well, Makisha, what I can say is it's not really normal for us to receive this level of rainfall during the month of December. The reason being, December is really the driest month of the year. And to put it in some sort of perspective, we generally average about 1.7 inches of rainfall for the month of December. But over the last 4 days, from Tuesday to now, we have recorded some 1.77 inches of rainfall at Lynden Pindle International Airport. And there's much more rains to come. So we certainly will see those numbers go up over the next couple of days. In addition to the rains, we're also having some very strong winds because gale force warnings are now in effect for the northwest Bahamas. An area of low pressure will form here in the Gulf of Mexico by tomorrow, moving towards the northeast, and that will maintain those very strong winds throughout the northwest Bahamas tonight and right into Sunday. It wouldn't be before Monday before we see some letting up in both the rains and the winds. Makisha?
Well, thanks, Basil. Meantime, efforts are underway to update the country's building codes. Works Minister the Honorable Clay Sweeting says the legislation that will pave the way for that to happen is being examined. It comes as the Bahamas is facing stronger, more severe hurricanes and flooding due to climate change. Interest in overhauling the building codes also increased after Hurricane Dorian severely impacted Abaco and Grand Bahama back in 2019. Now, changes to the current code are expected to ensure that buildings, seawalls, docks, and construction materials are of a better quality to withstand severe weather systems.
There's a couple different legislation that we're looking at. While we, for me, I think that you look at the building code, but you also look at what it would cost if it's increased the cost of building a house as well. So you want to be safe and sure you increase the code, but also you look at the cost element as well for Bahamians who, because the cost of building a home continues to rise.
Still to come, Shantytown demolition update. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
These are a time to celebrate our connectedness, to strengthen the ties that bind us, that make us, well, family. At Commonwealth Bank, we're your neighbors, your friends, and yes, we're your family, wishing you warm and sincere best wishes for a happy holiday and a prosperous new year from your family at Commonwealth Bank.
Merry Christmas.
To you.
This Christmas is on BTC.
All you have to do is sign up, top up, pay up, or watch and win with us.
Sign up for one of our $64.99 or higher postpaid plans or one of our broadband bundles.
And get a chance to drive into 2024 with a brand new Kia Sonet. Pay your bill in full and you can be a winner with our Christmas grab bag.
Activate a $15 prepaid combo and get your chance to win Visa gift cards, travel and gas vouchers, and so much more.
Watch our Hallmark movie of the week for a chance to win a prepaid Visa gift card. Make BTC your choice this Christmas
with over $100,000 in prizes.
All you have to do is sign up, top up, pay up, or watch and win with BTC. Visit any BTC location today. Terms and conditions apply.
Today, like every Christmas, they will join us at the family table. The aunt who photographs all the dishes. The cousin who's always late. The judgy couple. The niece who brings a new boyfriend every year. The bachelor who thinks he's still 20. And of course, the essential one. The one who brings the buckets. We all add something to make each Christmas as unique as the taste of KFC. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Hello?
Hey girl, what you saying? I just was calling to check up on you.
Hey girl, everything fine, but I just can't talk right now. I gotta go to the clinic.
The clinic? Everything okay with you?
Yeah girl, everything fine with me. I just trying to get this little one ready because he has an appointment for his childhood vaccination.
Well, Logan's 6 years old. I haven't taken him for his last vaccine appointment since before the pandemic.
Did you know that the childhood vaccinations can protect these little ones from preventable diseases like polio, rubella, measles, and mumps? So these vaccinations for the little ones is the best we could do for them.
I'm going to make that appointment for him because I need him to get up to date with all of his vaccines. Let me let you go, but call me back when you come back home.
Mommy, I need to go get my vaccines.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, PAHO WHO, and the Canadian government.
It's a different kind of Christmas, but everything is here to bring a smile upon your face. That's what the season brings now. See, Christmas time is the time for your family and friends. Come and shop with us and find everything that you need. Deck out your homes with all we have in store, bringing joy and so much more. And shop Smarty, and shop Smart, and shop Smart. Oh, everything is here at Shop Smart. And shop Smart, and shop Smart. Oh, everything is here.
Food, I believe, is so important. It's the most important thing for survival. So eggs is a no-brainer. The more we can produce, this business would really begin to, like my son say, make a mark here in Eleuthera. When I heard about this grant that SBDC was offering, I said, oh my gosh, this is my opportunity, because we always thought about chickens. We pray, please let us get this grant. I have an opportunity to make my business better because of what they did for me. At some point, I want the Bahamas to no longer have to import eggs, because I believe we need to move towards sustainability. We need to move towards a place where we can truly feed ourselves. This business would really begin to make a mark here in Eleuthera and hopefully the Bahamas as a whole.
When he was Minister of National Security, A. Loftus Roker says the first shantytown community popped up on New Providence, and while he was at the time motivated to get rid of it, there was no widespread support. Today, they've grown to the point where Minister of Works, the Honourable Clay Sweeting, says more than 10 shanty towns exist on New Providence alone, with others spread over Abaco and other family islands. Roker says no Bahamian or foreign national should be allowed to occupy those spaces illegally.
How can you build a shanty, whatever it is? You have town planning, you have Ministry of Works, you have to go through all of them to get approval before you build a proper house. So how could you be building creating a shanty town, and the Ministry of Works and the department, the housing department and all of them don't know anything about it? How could that happen? If you went to BPL, you have to show that you have permission to get electricity. So how come these shanty towns could have electricity? Who is giving it to them?
Meantime, the government set to continue with the demolition of yet another unregulated community when the new year rolls in. Works Minister, the Honourable Clay Sweeting, previewing those plans at the office of the Prime Minister's press briefing Thursday. According to the Minister, Works officials have surveyed the area and provided residents with a heads up. Such news follow the demolition of the eastern New Providence's Cool Acres shanty town.
We went out by the wellfield, and the team at the Ministry of Works, along with other members of the task force, went out there to notify persons, to give them their notice, persons who were building out at the wellfield. We will continue to assess different areas throughout New Providence. Also in January, the team would travel to Abaco, and we would look at the unregulated communities there.
Ministry of Works officials also giving an update on Gladstone Road's facelift. The project calls for an expansion of the 2-lane corridor to 4 and the installment of 5 new roundabouts.
What's happening at the moment is that we've identified areas that will be going through a land acquisition process because we are expanding major intersections. We have several roundabouts that's going to be installed there. In addition to that, there are some utilities on the eastern side of that right-of-way that need to be relocated. And so the Ministry of Works are in discussions with BPL to have those utilities diverted.
Arambeli Senior High School's pavilion, still a work in progress. The project stalled this past August due to the roof caving in. According to Works officials, employees of the contractor removed some of the bracings, making the system unstable, causing a collapse of the trusses. Luckily, there were no injuries. Acting Director of Education Dominique McCartney-Russell gave ZNS News this update.
The construction of the pavilion at Arambeli is progressing quite well. And while I'm unable to say when it will be completed, I know that once it is, that our students will have additional spaces to sit and eat, to socialize, and the school will have an additional space to house a number of extracurricular activities. And so we're looking forward to its completion.
Well, we report on this broadcast often about troubled youth, particularly as it relates to violence, a public health crisis that requires tackling at its roots. Tonight, Corval Pyfrom reports on a program that targets at-risk youth that's being led by young people.
Questions in the midst of ongoing social challenges, particularly with our young people. Issues like violence, gang activity, drug and alcohol abuse, and other potentially harmful behavior. How do we reach them early enough before it's too late? As is already known, this activity typically leads to only a few places, none of them desirable, one of them final. The Ministry of Health and Wellness is throwing its support behind a program that tries to reach young people at the high school level. It wants to intercept at-risk or even troubled teens and hopefully get them on the right path. It's Students Against Destructive Decisions, or SAD, a program student-focused and student-led.
SAD embraces foundational blocks in a highly unique two-pronged approach. First is a prevention program that promotes youth development and empowers students to get involved in leading their peers towards good decision-making. Second, it provides a supportive environment for many young people to follow a healthy lifestyle. It also provides an opportunity, as I said, for students to develop leadership skills, engage in service learning, and serve as agents for change in their school communities while being a powerful drug deterrent.
Since being established last year, SAD, an American-based program founded in 1981, now has 4 schools in its charter. Today, Arambeli and C.C. Sweeting Senior High Schools join the ranks of Anatole Rogers and C.R. Walker Schools.
We're giving them the tools to fight depression, fight thoughts about suicide, fight thoughts about using drugs and alcohol. But basically, we're also giving kids the skills so they can dream on another level of creating a better lives for themselves.
Today, students received their pins and instructions to go out and be agents of positive change for their peers and eventually the country at large.
I just help motivate them and steer them in the right direction instead of them going to another direction that their friends per se might take them into, like, for example, gangs and stuff that they are a part of.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corval Pyfrom.
Well, from the courts, 50-year-old Gladstone Greens to spend the next 6 months behind bars after being convicted of stealing 12 Junkanoo tickets from a business. Senior Magistrate Shaka Seville handed down the sentence. It was back on December 13th that Green grabbed the tickets off a counter at Bristol Wines and Spirits, East Bay Street, and ran out the store. He was arrested soon after at Porter's Key. The stolen tickets were found in his pocket. Marcellus Hall joins us in studio with a check on what's coming up in sports. Marcellus?
Coming up in sports for this evening, the government making changes to the Anti-Doping Act. We'll tell you what effect it'll have on athletes. Just ahead in sports.
Get
ready to jingle all the way to Christmas with Fidelity's festive giveaway with over $10,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs. Apply for a loan or open an ASU savings account for a chance to win big. Visit any of our branches for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Rejuvenate, refresh, treat yourself. Immerse yourself in total comfort. Pamper yourself. After all, you're worth it. Relax. Rid yourself of all life stresses. At Baja Retreat Anti-Aging Spa, you will find everything you need to enhance your body and spirit. Call today at 323-6711 and begin your journey to serenity at Baja Retreat Anti-Aging Spa.
This year, give your loved ones the gift of world-class healthcare.
Hi, my name is Avery Fowler. I am 24 years old and I got a liver transplant. Started with ulcerative colitis, and I think from there it spread to the liver. That's when she told me that I have autoimmune hepatitis.
I give God thanks for the opportunity that we have to give to Avery. And I'll say I'll give it again, and I'll do it again if I have to.
All along, the insurance obviously was providing the support of every step of the way.
As a company, we were there to support him, not only from the financial aspect, but the human side of it, to bring that comfort during that difficult walk.
Bahama Health's comprehensive medical plans ensure that you and your loved ones are covered every step of the way. Visit our website at www.bahamahealth.com to join the family.
Hello?
Hey girl, what you saying? I just was calling to check up on you.
Hey girl, everything fine, but I just can't talk right now. I gotta go to the clinic.
The clinic? Everything okay with you?
Yeah, girl, everything fine with me. I just trying to get this little one ready because he has an appointment for his childhood vaccination.
Well, Logan's 6 years old. I haven't taken him for his last vaccine appointment since before the pandemic.
Did you know that the childhood vaccinations can protect these little ones from preventable diseases like polio, rubella, measles, and mumps? So these vaccinations for the little ones is the best we could do for them.
I'm gonna make that appointment for him because I need him to get up to date with all of his vaccines. Let me let you go, but call me back when you come back home.
Mommy, I need to go get my vaccines.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, PAHO WHO, and the Canadian government.
In the yellow elder garden, Allie and her cousins listened to Grammy share tales. The 70s so sweet, with themed costumes and dancing feet. Then came the brass, reaching new heights. A symphony of Bahamian nights. The 2000s, the yellow elder, a symbol of pride. Grammy's legacy in view as Allie dances in her yellow elder costume. We are alive.
Janae's Christmas Wonderland with the best selection and prices in town is open under the Big Tent. Get 20 to 50% off selected Christmas decorations. Restrictions apply. Trees in pink, frosted green or white in a variety of sizes up to 15 feet. LED and laser lights, tree ornaments, lighted angels and Santa tree toppers. Bright, unique and lively colored Christmas balls, garlands, wreaths, ribbons, bows, snowflakes, puffs and blankets and much more. Add flowers, picks and decorative mesh to brighten up your home or office this holiday season. And don't forget the toys at Janae's Chesapeake Road. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. WhatsApp 817-3295.
Members of Shekinah Worship Center, Kwaku Street, spreading love and cheer, distributing over 50 food and gift bags to area residents. Add to that caroling through Ross Corner and Market Streets.
We do it every year. The inspiration behind it is love has a face. It looks like me, it looks like you. And so caroling can happen every place else. Why not in Kwaku Street? Why not in the Overdale community? Why not in this community?
Member of Parliament for Centerville, the Honorable Jomo Campbell, applauding the church for its role in nation building.
It's a pleasure for me to partner with Rev and his church team. You know, this partnership shows that collaboration and working together really achieves the goal. I certainly have come to understand that even as the MP, I cannot reach every constituent through every corner. But you partner with the major stakeholders, and it's no one like the church. Their reach is far-reaching and goes beyond anything that any one politician can do.
In case you missed the news or want to stay ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on X, TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health.
Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
For carpets, bed sheets, and bath mats, there's a place I know. For shower curtains, comforters, and window curtains, only one place to go. Fixing your home or automotive, that's no fuss. We put a smile on your face, come and shop with us. For all you need and more, shop at AID for Christmas.
You can find it all at Builders Mall. From cement, lumber, block, plumbing, and electrical to paint, lights, vanities, and tiles. Not to mention all the tools you could possibly need to get the job done. Say if you're starting a major project, adding the finishing touches, or just doing some repair or rental work around the house. FYP, the Paint Center, and Tile King can help. Stop by or call 601-8453. Located 69 Wolf Road, Nassau. You can find it all at Builders Mall. Building, painting, and tiling, the Bahamas.
Jingle all the way around the world with Shell this Christmas. Win $30,000 in prizes when you spend $20 in fuel at any Shell location now through January 5th. Enter now to win 2 round-trip tickets to the Miami Dolphins and Buffalo Bills game, or see the world with a $5,000 travel voucher. Weekly winners will be selected to win thousands of dollars in free fuel, grocery, and many more fabulous prizes. Fuel up and get your receipt for a chance to win with Shell now through January 5th, 2024.
Sand Dollar, the digital version of Bahamian currency, launching its rebate program at Omni in the Mall at Marathon, and just in time for the holidays. Deputy Manager of Customer Experience Brent Lashley spoke on how receptive businesses and customers have been to the Sand Dollar brand. While Omni's Business Development Manager Trey Bethel says they partnered with Sand Dollar to get the word out that digital currency is truly the way to go.
We have over 12 merchants here in the mall participating, but there are also hundreds of merchants throughout the Bahamas participating as Sand Dollar merchants. And so once you have evidence of a recent Sand Dollar purchase from any of those participating merchants, you can submit to our website, and we'll process your rebate claims. So we're excited to extend this offer for some of our early Sand Dollar users through the end of the year. If you haven't tried Sand Dollar yet, we encourage you to try it out. You can download any one of the digital wallets, whether that's an Omni wallet, Canoe, Island Pay, Suncash.
It should be encouraged across the board, especially during times like this, the holiday season as well too. I preferably will not want to carry loads of cash on me in particular. I want to have it onto my wallet itself. It's safer, easier, and more convenient, of course, for me to use, especially if we have outlets or different merchants we can use it at, versus me having to go in to pull out a debit card or credit card that can easily be stolen or also lost as well.
Well, stay with us. The National Report returns in a moment.
Hello?
Hey, girl. What you saying? I just was calling to check up on you.
Hey, girl. Everything fine, but I just can't talk right now. I gotta go to the clinic.
The clinic? Everything okay with you?
Yeah, girl. Everything fine with me. I just trying to get this little one ready because he has an appointment for his childhood vaccination.
Well, Logan's 6 years old. I haven't taken him for his last vaccine appointment since before the pandemic.
Did you know that the childhood vaccinations can protect these little ones from preventable diseases like polio, rubella, measles, and mumps? So these vaccinations for the little ones is the best we could do for them.
I'm gonna make that appointment for him because I need him to get up to date with all of his vaccines. Let me let you go, but call me back when you come back home.
Mommy, I need to go get my vaccines.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, PAHO WHO, and the Canadian government.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We'll help you brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. These 14s get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
Find your favorite holiday trimmings at Super Value and quality supermarkets. Smoked hams and spiral hams, Jenny-O and butterball turkeys, fruitcakes, stovetop stuffings, ocean spray cranberry sauce, country bond cherries, Dole pineapples, Libby's pumpkin, jumbo sweet yams, boneless chicken breasts, Cornish hens. Jenny-O turkey starting at $27 and large smoked half hams starting at $23. Happy holidays from Super Value and quality supermarkets.
Gratitude for our achievements of 2023. We invite you to celebrate the holidays with us at Lighthouse Point, Grand Bahama. Not only do we have the perfect venues for holiday parties of all sizes, our Oceanside Oasis takes you from the ordinary to the extraordinary. Join us at our newly restored Prop Club Beach Bar and Grill, December 23rd from 8 p.m. for Christmas karaoke, fun, cocktails, and food. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Portobello's is serving full-on buffets with live music and action stations. Noon to 4 p.m. New Year's Eve, join us again at Portobello for brunch and dinner featuring live entertainment and action station. And the party of the year is happening at Prop Club Beach Bar and Grill with live music, DJ, party favors, food and drink specials, giveaways, and much more. Yes, the magic has returned to Freeport at Lighthouse Point, Grand Bahama.
It's a different kind of Christmas, but everything is here to bring a smile upon your face. That's what the season brings now. See, Christmas time is the time for your family and friends. Come and shop with us and find everything that you need. Deck out your homes with all we have
House of Assembly breaking for its traditional Christmas holiday with members exchanging well-wishers. In doing so, opposition leader Michael Pintar threw out an appeal for greater assistance for Grand Bahama vendors, particularly those in Port Lucaya.
Vendors have tremendous concerns. They feel that some of them have been excluded from receiving the kind of assistance, and some, the handful that have received assistance, Madam Speaker, just this past few days, they've mentioned some of them received assistance previously, and there are many others in the marketplace who are looking for assistance both from the government as well as from the private sector actors, in particularly those who own the Port Lucaya, who still must engage in remedial work to prevent the flooding that adversely affects the business of those vendors, Madam Speaker, and you need management of the vendors that is friendly.
Now, in response, Tourism Minister, the Honourable Chester Cooper, issued this assurance.
The numbers are up significantly in Grand Bahama. Air arrivals are the highest growing in the country. Yes. We've made significant efforts to have persons arriving at the beach in Grand Lucayan, dropped off at the Port Lucayan marketplace. We've opened Retail Street. We've opened the Prop Club. All of this to support the vendors at the Port Lucayan marketplace. The Tourism Development Corporation continues to work with Straw Market Authority and other authorities all across the country to ensure training and technical assistance for vendors. Ministry of Tourism will bring the guests, and we want the TDC and Straw Market Authority to work together to assure that everyone is prospering as a result of the growth.
All around the country, celebrations abound as many look towards the holidays as a time to focus on those we love and the selfless act of giving. As our Lloyd Allen shares in this report, the North Andros community taking that approach with its recent tree lighting and give back.
Of this tree today is a reminder that we still have hope.
A day of holiday excitement, frolicking, and Christmas lights for young Androsians, as this past weekend they were hosted to the North Andros Tree Lighting Initiative, organized by Area Member of Parliament Leonardo Lightbourne. The event held at the Administrators Complex was packed with loads of gifts, food, games, Christmas favorites, and family-friendly fun. Addressing the excited group, Lightbourne began by reminding all of the reason for the season.
Christmas is that special time of the year when we set all the hustle and bustle aside to enjoy the quality time with family, friends, and those that are dear to us. It is that time of the year when we reflect on the true meaning of Christmas. The true meaning of Christmas, we pause to reflect on the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. It is because of this reason we celebrate this special time.
As many were excited to see the lights turned on for the tree, signifying the start of the Christmas holiday, Lightbourne also sharing on its significance.
The lighting of the Christmas tree, illustrative of him being the light of the world. As we celebrate, I want us to reflect on the reason for the season, to demonstrate to others the reason why we came, and to spread love and kindness to mankind that we encounter daily.
After all was said and done, the call was made to let there be light.
Let there be.
The night concluding with a number of special giveaways, setting smiles ablaze and spirits high as the North Andros community officially welcomes the season. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
Well, it's time now for a check on Family Island weather. And here again is Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Hi, Basil.
Hi, McKishner. After off and on rains during the course of today, we're now under mostly cloudy skies. The temperature at 72 degrees. Relative humidity 81%. We have east-northeast winds at 21 miles per hour. The barometric pressure 1,018.4 millibars. That's 30.08 inches. And your temperatures around the Family Violence this evening, they are brought to you by Family Guardian Insurance Company. We're protecting you. 70 degrees in Freeport, Grand Bahama, and Green Turkey in Abaco, Marshall Abaco at 71 degrees, Berry Island 72, Allenstown, Bimini warmer at 75, 74 in Harbor Island, Rock Sound, Eleuthera 71 degrees, 73 in Fresh Creek, Central, Andros, and Camp Space on Andros. Also Black Point Exuma reporting 73 degrees. In Otterstown, Cat Island, San Salvador, and Rumkey, Mercury Column just around 72 degrees, Georgetown Exuma 76, 75 in Ragged Island, Clarence-Town, Long Island, and Crooked Island. Betsy Bay, Megorna, 74. Ackland, 74. Matthew Town, Unagua, 79. And the Turks and Caicos Islands at 77 degrees. And your boating forecast tonight is brought to you by Builders Mall, home of FYP, the Dial King, and the Paint Center. In the northwestern islands tonight, the winds are going to be easterly, very strong, 20 to 30 knots with very rough sea conditions at 7 to 10 feet. Now, your high tide, that will occur at 9:36 tonight. In the central and southeastern islands, the winds easterly at 15 to 25 knots with wave heights 5 to 8 feet. Advisories in place for boaters in the central and southeastern islands. And then come Saturday, for all areas, the winds are going to be southeast at 20 to 30 knots. Very rough seas, once again at 7 to 10 feet. So we're asking boaters to simply stay in port throughout the 700 islands on Saturday. Now, your high tide on Saturday, that will take place at 10:05 in the morning with the low tide at 4:13 in the afternoon. And as we roll into Sunday, we will see those winds swinging out of the southwest. No change in those speeds, remaining 20 to 30 knots with wave heights 7 to 10 feet. And they will be gusting up to about 45 knots at times, and hence, once again, we're maintaining that small craft should remain in port. Low tide on Sunday, 10:58 in the morning. The high tide will occur at 5:32 in the afternoon. And in the central and southeastern islands on Sunday, southeast winds 15 to 25 knots, wave heights 5 to 8 feet, with that advisory remaining. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they are brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. That's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But stay tuned, the extended weather forecast is still ahead.
Want to have your voice heard? Send your letters to the editor to digitalmedia@znsbahamas.com. Share your thoughts on current events or positive stories within your community. That's digitalmedia@znsbahamas.com. We want to hear from you.
Michael is an amazing boss. He has an outstanding work ethic where if somebody doesn't show up to work, he's going to call, make sure that you're all right, make sure everything is good with you, man. That's just the type of person he is. Now, because Michael is such a good boss, I go into CBS Bahamas and I going to get him one of those Milwaukee drills for a Christmas gift. CBS Bahamas is the best place to get your Christmas gifts for your friends and family. CBS Bahamas.
It's a different kind of Christmas, but everything is here to bring a smile upon your face. That's what the season brings now. See, Christmas time is the time for your family and friends. Come and shop with us and find everything that you need. Deck out your homes with all we have in store, bringing joy and so much more. At Shop Smarty, at Shop Smart. Oh, everything is here at Shop Smart. At Shop Smart. At Shop Smart. Oh, everything is here.
Do you hear that? That's Junkanoo.
And that means that the Boxing Day and New Year's Day Junkanoo parades are right around the corner. Don't get left behind. Make sure book your ads in the live ZNS broadcast of the Junkanoo parades, the most professional coverage of our national art form. Call the ZNS sales office today at 502-3800. Ask for the special Junkanoo advertising package and be a part of Junkanoo on the ZNS TV network.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
ZNS Total Sports brought to you by Sans Beer, who reminds you to recycle your beer bottles for cash in Nassau, Grand Bahama, and now Abaco and Eleuthera.
Welcome to your ZNS Total Sports Check, everybody. I'm Marcellus Howell. The government taking a legislative move to safeguard the integrity of athletes and, by extension, the country's reputation on the global stage. And in doing so, with an amendment to the Anti-Doping in Sports Act, stressing the need for fair play and clean competition. Sports Minister Honorable Mario Bullock on Wednesday highlighted some of the suggested updates to that law.
The removal of the Director of Sports from BADC Board. This decision is rooted in the need for operational independence, ensuring that BADC can function autonomously in its pursuit of doping-free sporting environment. The Director of Sports would be replaced on the board with the Athletic Director of the University of the Bahamas, and I see her here, Ms. Kimberly Rowe. The Minister of Sports will no longer select board members for the disciplinary panel and the appeals tribunal, ensuring transparency and operational independence by vesting this responsibility in the hands of the Governor General. Mr. Deputy Speaker, non-compliance with World Anti-Doping Code carries severe consequences that extend beyond the sporting arena, impacting our nation's reputation and standing in the international community.
And as the minister pointed out, these consequences become even more pronounced during an Olympic year. Just consider this.
BADC will lose its WADA privileges until reinstated, affecting its representation in WADA's office, participation in programs, and eligibility to host events. Ineligibility to participate in independent observer programs. BADC representatives will be ineligible to participate in WADA independent observer programs and outreach programs. The lack of WADA funding. BADC will not receive any WADA funding, directly or indirectly, adhering to the development of specific activities and participation in programs. Ineligibility for board members. BADC representatives will be ineligible to sit on the boards or committees of any signatory until reinstated. Bahamas will not be awarded the right to host regional, continental, and world championships and events organized by major event organizations until BADC is reinstated.
Ahead of the non-controversial bill's passing, opposition leader Michael Pintard applauded its provisions. In doing so, he lamented that far too many athletes have won on the day of competition only to lose later on. Well, Bahamian DeAndre Ayton making his return to the court for the Portland Trail Blazers. Ayton, who had missed a number of games due to injury, played 20 minutes in last night's contest, finished with 14 points, 9 rebounds, and a block. Trail Blazers, however, take the loss, 122-114. Portland now 6-17 on the season. They play again at home tomorrow versus the Dallas Mavericks. And the Province Basketball Association with a couple of games on the agenda for this evening at the C.I. Gitsham Gym. 7:30, Heat Waves. They'll take on your Essential Store Giants in Division 2 play. That'll be followed by the Commonwealth Bank Giants versus Sand Dollar High Flies in Division 1 play at 8:30. And that's it. You look at sports for you on this Friday. Don't go anywhere. We got that Friday weather just ahead. Stay with us.
ZNS Total Sports brought to you by Sans Beer, who reminds you to recycle your beer bottles for cash in Nassau, Grand Bahama, and now Abaco and Eleuthera.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Michael is an amazing boss. He has an outstanding work ethic where if somebody doesn't show up to work, he's going to call, make sure that you're all right, make sure everything is good with you, man. That's just the type of person he is. Now, because Michael is such a good boss, I going to CBS Bahamas and I going to get him one of those Milwaukee drills for a Christmas gift. CBS Bahamas is the best place to get your Christmas gifts for your friends and family. CBS Bahamas.
First we plan, then we innovate, then we build. At Bahama Striping Group of Companies, we are committed to quality, to safety, and to service. We know that the road you take is just as important as your final destination. At Bahama Striping Group of Companies, it is our job to make sure the road and the ride are as smooth as possible. From striping roads to building them, we are the right choice, the trusted choice, the only choice to help you build your tomorrow.
Time now for weather.
In our final look at weather, we still have that stationary frontal boundary smack across the northwest Bahamas, and that's stretching westward into the Gulf of Mexico. And our computer models are all suggesting that an area of low pressure will form in the Gulf of Mexico by tomorrow. And once that system forms, we anticipate that it will push towards the north and east towards the Florida Peninsula. But that would drag with it lots of tropical moisture across the northwest and central Bahamas, firing up showers and thunderstorms, some of which will be heavy at times, particularly on Sunday. Our forecast for tonight, very windy, considerable cloudiness with a couple of showers still looking around. Low temperature down to 72 degrees. And tomorrow, very windy once again, cloudy with periods of rain in the morning, followed by heavy showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Your high temperature tomorrow, 78 degrees. And extended weather forecast looking like this. Very wet conditions as we've been promising you all week long, right into Sunday. Sunday will be the worst of it when we'll get those heavy thunderstorms in the morning. But by afternoon, things will start clearing up, and that clearing trend will take us right into Monday, where we'll have lots of sunshine working their way back into the forecast. Temperature-wise, some nice chilly temperatures on the way as well. We'll see temperatures in the mid-60s as of Sunday, and that will carry out through the balance of next week. Makishla.
Well, thanks, Basil. Can't say we haven't been forewarned. Before we leave this evening, a group of 27 can now call themselves graduates, having successfully completed their studies. Our Lloyd Allen has the story.
December 14, 2023 will forever be etched in the minds of 27 young Bahamians as today marks the official start of their lives as college graduates.
It feels excellent.
Married couple David and Paulette Ramming decided to complete their studies together.
After my son finished college, I decided to finish.
I started it back at College of the Bahamas back then, and then I got married and I put my education on hold. So we make the collective decision to go back to school.
The Rammings and 25 others received some encouraging words from Member of Parliament for Marathon, the Honorable Lisa Ramming.
Today, as I look into the sea of caps and gowns, I truly see a reflection of my own journey. A journey marked by determination, resilience, and faith.
Ramming telling the graduates to expect bumps along the way, but to also expect to inspire many along their own path to success.
You carry the potential to not just witness change, but to be the architect of it.
Graduation, no easy feat, and Galilee College Executive Vice President Dr. Yvette Johnson stressed as much.
Oh, it's a start of a revolution for us in this country because we tend to perish for lack of knowledge. And the more people that can acquire conventional knowledge so that they can transform the workplace, having been transformed, it means much for our country.
The night, an especially proud moment for valedictorian Alfredo Roll and President Awards recipient Irvanisha Newton, who say arriving to this moment was nothing short of a miracle.
I was diagnosed in September of this year with 2 rare forms of cancers that challenged my health while coming near completion of my studies. I was determined to end on a high note in honor of my children, Ian, Denrick, and Imani.
After
my 2 kids went off to college, I decided, hey, what better time than now to set an example.
A well-attended ceremony unfolding at Golden Gates Native Baptist Church, where family, friends, and colleagues were in attendance to witness the proud moment. Some even bursting out pots and pans to symbolize that they were there. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen.
And congratulations to all the graduates. Well, that does it for the Bahamas Tonight. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. From all of us here at ZNS, thank you for watching and good night.
Christmas, which has been celebrated for centuries, is a time of the year that we all sit and reflect on the real reason for the season. A baby boy born in a lowly manger in the town of Bethlehem. Back then, over 2,000 years ago, he was referred to as the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. But while those titles represented royalty among the highest orders, Jesus' birth and beginnings were humble. This Christmas, as we reflect on the past year, we take into perspective this administration was also born out of humble beginnings. However, we are working diligently to ensure that our country, the Bahamas, continues a robust rebound from a global recession, which was a direct result of the COVID-19 pandemic. I continue to be humbled by the opportunity to serve you, the people of Central and South Eleuthero. May the holidays bring you happy moments that turn into forever memories and a home filled with love, peace, and laughter. I, along with my team, continue to work on providing all that is necessary for life on the Family Islands, for you to achieve the maximum out of our island life. This year, we began repairs on the Governor's Harbor International Airport, where over $2 million has been earmarked. More than $100 million in road works and remediation contracts have been awarded for repairs and construction of 164 miles of roadway. We reintroduced Local Government Junior Council, over 38 schools across the Family Islands, and 1 school in New Providence have begun this program, which will allow us to pass the baton on leadership and community involvement on to the youth of our nation. Sailing was officially named as the national sport of the Bahamas. And as sailing is woven into the very fabric of our lives, with 18 competitive sloop sailing events and senior regattas, and 17 junior sailing events each year, there has been an evolution in sports, moving away from the sport of cricket over the years to thousands of Bahamians and visitors converging on regatta sites across the country to take part in or watch the many regattas. Together, we have had so many accomplishments over the past 2 years, and we have made great strides. And I am hopeful that even greater strides will be made in 2024. In November, I made it abundantly clear that I expect to place considerable focus on developments within the Family Islands as the country is no longer Nassau-centric. The multi-million-dollar road works in North and South Bimini is being carried out by Knowles Construction and Development Company and include works in Buccaneer Subdivision. Just last December, Knowles Construction completed the runway at the South Bimini Airport. As this administration knows the important roles that the Family Islands play in destination travel for the Bahamas, with focused and advanced planning, this government is ensuring that the rest of the Bahamas undergo infrastructural upgrades so that residents living on all Family Islands and those who visit the various destinations enjoy all the amenities, opportunities of gainful employment, and entrepreneurship. As the newly appointed Minister of Works, I, along with my team, commit to rolling out a number of capital works for the Family Islands. On behalf of my wife, Delia, My son David, may the season be filled with happiness in all that you do. Wishing you and those around you a very Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year.
So whoever said money doesn't grow on trees, you have absolutely no idea of the things you speak. So remember the Transforming Spaces Art Tour that we went on last week that we did not complete? Well, we are going to complete it today by any means necessary. So I told my driver, drive fast, we have no time for sightseeing. I told the cameraman, shoot fast, we have no time for cinematic creativity.